Back, everyone. My name's Kyle Walker with Prometheus General Contractors, coming at you from Kansas City. And today we are going to talk about the first question you should ask before you call a contractor. This one drives me nuts as a contractor. Somebody will call and go, "Hey, Kyle, we want a new bathroom." Okay, great. What do you want? A new bathroom? Do you want tile? Do you want just a tub surround? Do you need new plumbing? Do you want your floor and vanities done? Do you want it painted? Do you want your walls textured? What do you want? And that's the focus today, or the lesson rather, that I think a lot of homeowners get. They're not thrilled when they call a contractor and the contractor starts popping off 100 questions. Well, do you want this or that? Do you want this or that? Do you want this or that? And then the homeowner feels like they're pressured and they're already uncomfortable and they're not enjoying what should be a cool project in their house that they should be enjoying and looking forward to, not despising and fretting over. So and it's very common. And if you've done this in the past, you're definitely not alone. My mother-in-law, we went down and visited her, and she just asked me, "Kyle, what is my new pergola going to cost?" I have no idea. What do you want? Is it going to? What do you want it to look like? I literally am not a design guy. You put an idea in my head and I'll build it, but I'm not gonna design this for you because your project is then not your project. It doesn't look like what you want, and that's where some of those it's not scope creep, but that's where the project creep kind of comes. You have an idea in your head from the get go, and then when you sign the final bill and everything's paid off, and you make that last payment, you look at it, you stand back, and you're proud, and you go, "That's just not really what I thought that it was going to look like." It's I wanted more of this or that or whatever, and so that's what you need to focus on. There are a lot of good places online that you can research styles and looks. A lot of them, let's just say for a bathroom, you hop on a tile website, just search tile distributor near me. And most of them have a pretty decent online showroom that'll give you at least an idea of what the tile will look like with a bathtub, without a bathtub, with a curb, without a curb. Um, and you really you've got to have an idea, not a we need a new bathroom because it leaks. Okay, well, you need a new bathroom, absolutely. But if you're going to spend the money, you may as well spend it now and get what you want. And then on that point, I'm a form versus function guy myself. I don't need the prettiest things. I need it to work. I look at things from a maintenance standpoint. I'm in the trades. I don't like working on things I've already done. It just irritates the heck out of me to have to come back and fix something. So you need to figure out your function first. What are you using this for? And I recommend clients to use the 80/20 rule. If you're just doing a project because your neighbors have all done that project, probably save your money. We don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Now, if your neighbors are doing a super cool project and you want to do that because you think that it's super cool and it's something that you want and you're willing to spend some time and some money and invest in, then absolutely. But you need to use the 80/20 rule. Essentially, that is, what are you going to use it for 80% of the time? A lot of folks, they'll go in and build their kitchens for Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's great. You got family there for anywhere from 6 to 2 weeks, 6 days to 2 weeks, total. What are you using it for the other 50 weeks of the year? Do you really need 3 ovens and 2 stovetops in a kitchen? Or during those times, do we maybe just put a little extra planning into how we're going to get everything done? And same with a bathroom. If you're middle aged and you're going to update your bathroom, you've got some things to consider insofar as ADA. Curbless showers are becoming huge right now, and basically what that is you step into a shower and there's a curb that dams the water and keeps the water inside. Typically, your shower door is right over that, or your shower curtain, or whatever. Um, and it's just a barrier to keep water out of your bathroom and in the shower. Wet areas are wet, dry areas are dry. Um, but there are things you need to look at ahead of time with the 80/20 rule. How are we going to use this? Well, it's going to be my wife and I were 70 years old. We've been ready to do this bathroom for a few years and we finally found what we want. Okay, we probably need to look at a curbless entry. That way, if you get hurt and you're wheelchair bound or you have ambulatory issues, you don't have to crawl over a 4-inch curb that is a tripping hazard on the best of days. Um, or if you are budget shopping, curbless is probably not the way to go. You or sometimes it's not even an option. And that's another thing is you need to have your budget figured out for the project you want. You can't have champagne tastes on a Budweiser budget. It doesn't work. Things get cobbled together, and the worst mistake you make is getting some handyman to do something, come in and redo a shower, and it fails in 6 months because he didn't waterproof it, or he missed a step, or he's not certified with whatever system he's installing. And so you need to be conscientious of the money, but before you even get there, you need to know what it is you want. Is it just some fad that you're just totally in love with? I gotta have gold inlaid black tile. Um, or is it something that's we're gonna do a Carrera backsplash that goes with every paint color and every countertop and every appliance ever? If you're doing something like that, then it's probably a good idea to just stick to the basics. But if you're if you're looking for a longevity type project, something that will last, then you need to have that in mind. And again, I don't design. I'm not going to tell you what I think is longevity or what isn't. Um, you can do a pretty simple Google search of timeless styles of bathroom or kitchen or backsplash or pergola or living room or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can also get eccentric with it. If you are just way over the top and you plan on having this house for 30 years and you don't care about resale value, then great. That makes it easy. As a contractor, that gives us a lot of freedom to try new things. I don't very often get to try a new pattern or do a new layout on a bathroom because most people just want a bathroom to be a bathroom. They don't want some crazy thing. Um, but with that, if you're doing some eccentric project, you need to have the functionality there. You can't just do something because it looks cool, but you can't ever use it. It's just, I mean, you can, but you shouldn't waste your money. You work too hard for it. So why would you even consider throwing it down the tube? Um, Also, if let's just say you're doing a bathroom project, um, look at who is enforcing this. If you have to take that contractor to court, let's just say you have company A out there and they did your shower and it leaks and you can't get a hold of handyman Hank. Who are you going to have to rely upon in that case? The Tile Council of North America is pretty well what the tile industry is based off of. If you're doing a deck, I mean, there are code books for everything. Right now, I'm looking at the Concrete Manual, International Building Code, International Residential Building Code, 2022 Handbook for Ceramic Glass and Stone Insulation. And those are just the ones. Oh, there's national standard specifications for the installation of ceramic tile. I mean, there are there are information packets out there, and I would not recommend reading most of this stuff. It is boring, and I care about it, and it's tough to get through. But you need to make sure that what you want to do, you can do, and then when you get to the actual contractor selection, you need to make sure that they're also using the same guidelines or same agencies or whatever it is to complete their project up to code safely and for longevity's sake. Again, we'll dig into this a little more. A lot of this stuff just it compounds. But you need to know what you want before you make a call. I hope you found this video useful or helpful. Um, Feel free to reach out to companies and ask, like distribution companies, the tile companies, or lumber companies, or whatever, and pick their brain on what they've seen, and that'll help you with design a little bit. You'll know whether it's modernized, especially if you're looking to resell in the next year, then probably go ahead and modernize. But you just have to know why you're doing it, and you have to know what you want. Um, I appreciate your time. Do the like and subscribe stuff if you want. Feel free to reach out with any comments or questions or concerns, or tell me I'm an idiot, or tell me you agree, or give me your horror stories, or any of it, or your stories that you won on, things that went really well for you, you wish you would have thought of earlier. Feel free to comment and leave all of that below. I appreciate you guys, and this video is brought to you by Prometheus General Contractors, and thank them for the time to do this. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you much. Bye.